Good evening, everyone. Myself Priyanka. There are four members in our group: Pooja Kamboj, Priyanka, Jyoti Rani, and Pooja Kamboj. Today, I would like to talk about Microsoft path to sustainability through enterprise. In this presentation, we focused on how Microsoft can achieve its ambitious sustainability goals by adopting Enterprise 4.0 strategies powered by sustainable information system. The purpose of this project was to assess Microsoft current challenges related to emissions, energy uses, and environmental impact. Along with that purpose, digital solution to help close those gaps, and we selected Microsoft because of this massive global infrastructure leadership in AI and cloud computing, and its clear public commitment to become carbon negative, water positive, and zero waste by 2030. The scope of our analysis include their data center operations, along with that supply chain and product design strategies. This topic aligns directly with our course objective, combining the technological information with environmental responsibility at a scale. The next few slides will talk you through our research strategies and recommendation. Now, I would tell about Microsoft overview. Microsoft is a global leader in technology operating in over 100 countries with more than two 228,000 employees. Its business spans cloud service, artificial intelligence, enterprise software, consumer hardware like Xbox, and data analysis. Over the past few years, Microsoft has made significant investments in expanding its data center and AI infrastructure, allocating over 80 billion towards AI ready facilities. In 2023 alone, the company consumed 24 terawatt hours of electricity, reflecting the energy demand of its cloud and AI service. Microsoft has made bold sustainability commitment, including becoming carbon negative, water positive, and zero waste by 2030. These goals are supported by real-time sustainability dashboard, global renewable energy contracts, and supplier engagement program. However, as we see, there are still several operational and structural challenges that need to be addressed. Now, Jyoti would you speak. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jyoti Rani and my student ID is 232664. Now I'm going to describe the main sustainability challenges. So while Microsoft has positioned itself as a global leader in sustainability, it still faces several challenges that threaten to undermine its ambitious environmental goals. One of the most pressing issues is Scope 3 emissions. These are indirect emissions that occur throughout Microsoft's value chain, including from supplier, product use, and hardware disposal. These emissions have surged to nearly 15 million metric tons of carbon dioxide equivalent, that representing a 31% increase by the year 2020. So this sharp rise suggests that despite improvements in internal operations, the broader ecosystem connected to the Microsoft products and services that is becoming more carbon dioxide. Another major area of concern is the expansion of artificial intelligence and cloud computing infrastructure. As AI technologies grow, they require more powerful data centers, which in turn drive up electricity consumption and increase the demand for water used in cooling requirements. While Microsoft has invested in renewable energy, the sheer scale of energy consumption needed to power its AI models and cloud services is difficult to offset. In addition, backup generators, often running on diesel or natural gas, are still widely used to ensure the data center reliability. These contribute to localize the air pollution, create health risks for communities, living near these facilities, particularly in urban and industrial areas. Next is data center construction itself, that is contributes to Microsoft's carbon footprint. The material used, especially cement and steel, that are among the most carbon intensive in the construction industry. So these emissions are locked in before the data centers even start operating. So altogether, these factors not only slow the Microsoft's progress towards its carbon negative goal by the year 2030, but also pose the reputational risks for the organizations. As a company widely seen as a green tech leader, Microsoft must uh, navigate the systematic changes, smart infrastructure investment, and scalable investment. That is the scalable technological solutions, all guided by the clear sustainability strategy. The next is Enterprise 4.0 and theoretical framework. So, Enterprise 4.0 refers to the integration of advanced digital technologies into business operations, that is fundamentally transforming how companies operate and make decisions to create the value. It includes technologies such as Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, automation, big data analytics, and cloud computing. So these tools enable the businesses to become more intelligent, adaptable, and the more efficient. Next is for Microsoft. Applying Enterprise 4.0 principles means leveraging these tools not only for operational efficiency but also to drive sustainability outcomes. For example, real-time data from the Internet of Things sensors can monitor the temperature and airflow in data centers, that is allowing AI algorithms to optimize the cooling system and reduce the energy use. Similarly, big data analytics can enhance the supply chain transparency, helping Microsoft choose lower emissions and vendors or identify the inefficiencies that contribute to scope 3 emissions challenges. From a theoretical standpoint, we also incorporate the concept of sustainable information system. So these all are information system architectures that are designed with minimal environmental impact, aligning with green IT practices such as server virtualization, workload consolidation, and predictive maintenance. They reduce the need for excess hardware and prevent resource waste. However, there is an important uh, thing to consider, that is rebound effect. This concept explains like how making systems more efficient can paradoxically lead to higher overall consumption. So, for example, by making AI systems more energy efficient, companies may deploy them more widely, resulting in a net increase in energy use. So, while AI and automation are key enablers of sustainable transformation, they can also unintentionally exacerbate the environmental issues if not carefully managed. So, overall, sustainability in enterprises 4.0 must be supported by strong governance structures, ethical guidelines, and continuous monitoring. This includes setting limits on energy usage, defining acceptable environmental trade offs, and ensuring that technology deployment aligns with broader sustainability goals. Ultimately, digital transformation and sustainability should not be seen as separate incentives, but as mutually reinforcing strategies that are guided by both innovation and responsibility. So that's all from my side. Now I'm going to call my friend Pooja.
There's a strategy one, carbon aware cloud and cooling. Our first strategy focuses on carbon aware cloud and cooling systems. Microsoft has already piloted AI models that shift emissions. For example, tasks can be scheduled when the energy grid is powered mostly by renewables. And we recommended expanding this all across Azure data centers globally. And there's a IoT sensors can monitor temperature and humidity in real time. And while predictive analytics can control the cooling systems more effectively. This combination reduces unnecessary energy use and saves water used for cooling. In fact, this strategy alone could help Microsoft reduce its rating energy and consumption by up to 30% and water uses by 34%. And these upgrades are relatively easy to scale and align directly with Microsoft's sustainability goals. And also, it makes it a high impact and low risk initiatives. Next is the strategy two. So it is green supply chain and blockchain. Our second strategy focusing on making Microsoft's supply chain more sustainable using digital tools. A large part of Microsoft Scope 3 emissions comes from construction materials like steel and cement. We suggested using digital sourcing platforms to track and procure the low carbon alternatives. For example, through suppliers like Sublime Systems, and to improve transparency and accountability, Microsoft can implement a blockchain based supplier portal. This would allow vendors to log their emissions, energy sources, and progress toward using carbon free electricity. And smart contracts can even reward suppliers who met or exceed green targets. These changes ensure emissions aren't just tracked at Microsoft's own facilities, would also upstream across global supply chains. And this strategy enhances traceability, simplifies audits, and aligns perfectly with regulatory trends and investor expectations. The next is strategy three. It's the AI and renewable and XR products. So it's our third strategy integrates artificial intelligence with the renewable energy and product innovation. Microsoft is already exploring models like WEO, GPT, and Mazorana to forecast clean energy availability and balance loads in real time. These AI systems can make data centers smarter and also it improve how they draw power from renewable grids. On the consumer side, Xbox consoles have been updated with carbon-aware features that schedule downloads with electricity is cleaner. We also suggested using extending reality for sustainability training and also for virtual prototyping. XR can simulate manufacturing lines or products that is testing without physical waste. They're saving energy and materials also. These efforts reduce environmental impact across both operational and product dimensions. This strategy blends Microsoft strengths in AI, gaming, and enterprise software with real measurable sustainability benefits. That's all from my side. I would like to invite Pooja Kambos for the next ones. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Pooja Kamboj, and now I'm going to talk about the implementation roadmap. Here, we design a phased roadmap to implement these strategies. If we say in the short term, within 1 to 2 years, Microsoft can scale up carbon aware scheduling and launch its supplier emission dashboard. Xbox can also roll out energy saving updates worldwide. For the midterm, between 2 to 5 years, the focus shifts to scaling IoT based cooling across data centers, sourcing low carbon materials, and integrating blockchain into procurement. In the long term, 5 to 10 years from now, Microsoft can deploy quantum AI to optimize energy use across grids and completes its transition to zero waste, carbon negative operations. This roadmap balances ambition with feasibility, starting with actions that are low cost and high impact, while building towards transformative, system wide change over the decade. It ensures measurable progress year by year. In the next slide, I'm going to talk about the expected impacts and risk mitigation. By implementing these strategies, Microsoft can reduce Scope 3 emissions by up to 50% by 2030. Energy use across data centers could drop up to 30%, while water usage may decline by 34%, thanks to our smart cooling. Waste diversion is already improving, with over 25,600 tons kept out of landfills in 2023. However, we also acknowledged risk. The rebound effect could increase usage even as efficiency improves. Suppliers may struggle with the digital tracking, and rising AI demands could outpace clean energy supply. To mitigate this, we suggested strong governance policies, financial incentives for suppliers, and long term renewable energy agreements like nuclear or solar PPAs. These safeguards ensure Microsoft's sustainability efforts stay on track and resilient in a rapidly evolving digital landscape. In the conclusion, I'm going to talk about that Microsoft has both the responsibility and capability to lead global sustainability efforts in the tech industry. Through Enterprise 4.0 technologies and sustainable information systems, we can reduce emissions, conserve resources, and achieve its bold 2030 goals. Our proposed strategies are practical, scalable, and aligned with real world innovations already being piloted by Microsoft. The roadmap we presented offers a structured way forward, supported by theory and measurable outcomes. But beyond these strategies and numbers, there is about leadership. Microsoft is in a position to set new industry standards, inspire other organizations, and shape the future of climate conscious digital transformation. Our message today is simple: innovate boldly, act responsibly, and lead sustainably. Thank you. This is all from my side, and there are some references given. Thank you.